Guys, this is Miss Nimchek. Today we're going to continue talking about area, just like Miss Moreland talked with you yesterday. Remember that area is the amount of space inside an object, okay? So when we're looking at this question, what is the area of the shaded composite figure? You may see a word that you don't know. So this word right here, composite, that may be a word that you have never heard of before, but it is a word that you will see frequently in math. So we have to learn what it means. So when you look at this shape, what do you notice about it? And I'm talking about the shape that is in pink, the part that's shaded. Does it look just like a square or does it look just like a rectangle? No, these are those shapes that we call kind of funky shapes, right? They're weird looking. So all that composite means is irregular. And if you've ever heard of the word irregular before, ir means not, so it means not regular. So composite figures are these funky looking shapes that are not regular squares, not regular rectangles. They are irregular or composite. The second thing that is super important is it says what is the area of the shaded figure, okay? So I see a lot of square units. Remember, each of these little squares is called a square unit, okay? So I could count every single square here and find the area, but that's not what this question is asking me to do. It's only asking me to find the area of the shaded composite figure. So that means only the ones that have been colored in. So let's go ahead and let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So the area of this shaded composite or funky figure is 25 square units. Okay, you can't forget to put that square units on the end because that lets us know that each one of these little squares is worth 1 square unit. So this area of this is 25 square units. Okay, this one says, Ayana used a purple marker to color her paper in order to make the letter I that you see there. What is the area of the unshaded portion? So this one is different. This time it says unshaded. So we have to know what that means, right? We have to know what unshaded means. Un means not. So we're only counting the area that is not shaded. So once again, I could count all of those squares and I could find out the area of the entire thing. But this question is only asking me to do the unshaded portion. And usually the unshaded portion is always going to be the part that is left that is the remaining white. Okay, so I'm only counting the white squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the area of this unshaded portion is 20 square units. And once again, this would be what we would call a composite figure. And the reason that this is a composite shape is because it's not a regular shape, not just a square or a rectangle. It's a funky looking one. All right, this one says, how can I find the area of this shaded composite shape if there are no lines? Okay, so once again, this is a composite shape, meaning that it's not just a square or a rectangle, it's irregular. Okay, so first of all, even though I cannot see the lines through the middle here, can I imagine where those lines would be? Because I can see the outside lines, right? So I know that I could start at this line and I could draw all the way down until I hit the next line. And I could keep going, making sure that the lines that I'm drawing are connecting. and that they are straight up and down, as straight as I can make them be. We know they're not going to be perfect, but I want to make sure that we're not going crazy and we're not drawing a line that's all the way down there, because that wouldn't be correct, right? Okay, so I'm drawing my line straight down. This time I'm going to have to draw an even longer line. Ms. Nimchek drew it a little funky. I'm sorry. Okay, so I've drawn my lines up and down. Now I have to draw my lines that go across. And once again, make sure that it's connecting to the one that's opposite or across from it. And it should be creating the squares. The squares weren't there for us, so now we are creating them. Okay, once again, like I said, it's not going to be perfect. And you see that Miss Nimchek did it, and she didn't do a perfect job either. But I can see that all of the squares are about the same size. I don't have any that are really, really small, and I don't have any that are really, really big. So now I can go through and I can count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So the area of this composite shape is 41 square units. And sometimes you may see square abbreviated as SQ. That's perfectly fine. So all I had to do was draw in the lines myself if they weren't there. This question says, Miss Moreland wants to buy a new rug for her classroom. Which rug should she buy to cover the largest area in her classroom? Okay, so we know that largest means the biggest. So we have to figure out which one of these is largest, which one has the biggest area. Basically, we're looking for the biggest number. So I want you to think about this. Can I just pick the rug that looks the biggest to me? Okay, so think about in your head. I want you to pick just by eyesight, not counting. Take a look and see which one you think is the biggest. And then we're going to count it and ask yourself, were you correct or not? Could you pick the one that just looks the biggest? Okay, so you are going to have to go through and you're going to have to count every single one. But guys, this is easy. You've been counting since kindergarten. The main thing is you need to make sure that you are double checking. Don't make a silly mistake. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this one is 15 square units. And something that I noticed while I was counting is that this is in a row of 5. So I could have also gone 5, 10, 15. So yes, I checked it and it's 15 both times I checked it. Okay, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So this one is 21 square units. Okay, once again, I'm going to check it. I can see that these are in columns of 3. So 3 plus another 3 would be 6, plus another would be 9, plus another would be 12, plus another would be 15, another would be 18, and another 3 would be 21. So you don't always have to just count by ones. You can ask yourself if you can find a pattern and see if you can count by that. Because once again, I see that this is in columns of 3. So basically it's like doing repeated addition, which we have done since the very beginning of school. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 threes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And I could also just go through and count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this one is 18 square units. So far I have 15 square units, 21 square units, and 18 square units. So look at D. What could I count that by? Well, I see it's in twos, so I could go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And that would let me know that this one is 16 square units. Or I could also count how many is in the row, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And because I know I have 2 rows of 8, and 8 plus 8 is 16. So what's the largest one? Basically, you're looking for the biggest number. Remember, the biggest number that I see is 21. So that means that Miss Moreland would want to buy the area, or want to buy rug B, because it has the largest area, because it has the most square units. Okay, so we can't always pick the ones that look the biggest, because I know B and C, they both looked kind of big, but once we counted them, we could see which one had the larger area. Okay, this one says the model shows the area of Miss Burks's classroom. Which model has the same area as Miss Burks's classroom? Okay, so this one right here, this blue one, shows her classroom. So let's count it to see what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I'm sorry this is getting cut off, guys. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. So her classroom is 24 square units. Okay, so now we have to count these other ones, and we have to find out which one has the same, which one also has 24. So A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So could A be it? No, A could not be it, because I'm looking for 24. So let's go ahead and go down to C and let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So C is 27 square units. So I know that that would not allow me to choose it. Let's look at B. They are in groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 6, 6, 6. So I could count them all by ones, or I could add my sixes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So B has 24. So that should be my answer, but I'm going to double check D just to make sure. And I can see that they are in columns of 2, so I could skip count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 20 square units. So I have to mark that one out. All right, this one says that Krishan thinks the area of this shape is 8 square units. Do you agree? Okay, so Right now, be thinking about that. Think about if you agree that the area of this shape is 8 or not. Okay, so when we're talking about area, whatever shape that we're finding the area of has to be completely covered with none of the squares overlapping or hanging off the edge. So ask yourself, is this shape completely covered? No, this shape is not completely covered. So once again, how am I going to completely cover this shape in order to find out what the correct area is? Because it's not 8. All Krishan did was count the ones that are along the outside edge. So just like we did on the previous question, we can continue and we can draw the lines to see how many there are supposed to be. So I'm just going to continue drawing up in a straight line from that line, drawing up, and I have to do the same thing going across. Okay, now that I have squares covering my entire shape, now it's okay for me to count to see what the area would be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the area of this shape is actually 20 square units. And once again, make sure that if you see a shape, it's completely covered by squares. If it's not completely covered by squares, it's your job to continue to draw the lines to find out how many squares it would take. Okay, so looking at these, how would I find the area of these shapes? So in these shapes, they have a lot missing, right? So we're going to have to go through and we're going to have to draw the lines. So anywhere that you see a missing line, you have to draw it. You have to make sure that all of the squares are equal. And you should know if they're not equal or not by looking at them, because if some of them are bigger than the others, then that means it's not equal. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So this one is 24 square units. Okay, now we have our middle one here. I can tell right off the bat that I need to draw a line going down. This line needs to be extended to the left and to the right. And then this top line needs to be extended all the way to the right. So now when I look at that, I can see that all of the squares are the same shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this one is 12 square units. For this last one, I want you to pause the video. I want you to draw those imaginary lines, and then I want you to leave a comment below this video telling me what you think the area of this shape should be. All right, guys, you have a great day.